Hello, my name is Rachel and this is my channel, The Girl with the Pilates Mat. Welcome to today's class. We're doing today Pilates for the upper back, the arms and the shoulders. So that is going to be our emphasis today, but of course, as always, you will get a full body workout. So if you're ready, let's begin. All right, going to stand with a little, start standing, little warm up of the shoulders. So let's just get those feet aligned with the hip bones. Tummy's drawing in and just trying to think of that posture to begin with. So imagine there's an energy coming out the top of your head. Okay, we're going to bring our arms down by our side and we're going to draw the shoulders all the way up to the ears. We're then going to take them back behind us and try and squeeze them together at the back, and then we're going to bring them back down. So you're going to draw them up to the ears, draw them back, feel that squeeze between the shoulder blades, and then back down. Again, lift them up, squeeze them together at the back, and draw down. One more time, coming up, squeeze them together at the back and bring them down. Now, very gentle movements with the arms. So you're going to lift this arm up, you're going to circle it, and then you're going to just follow a hand as the arm goes behind you. So we're going to come forward, around, forward, around, forward, around. Let's do the other side. So you're going to come forward, around, forward, around, forward, around, and forward, around. Now, very important to also stretch out the neck muscles. So we're going to tilt our head over to the side. You're then going to reach this opposite arm out and imagine someone's gently pulling on your wrist. So you can feel that nice stretch all through here. And then bring yourself back to your standing position. Other way, tilt the head over. Reach out. Find that stretch. I think of pulling that hand away from you. Good. And come up. Now we're going to do a little rotation to our right. And back to center. Rotation to the left. And back to center. Very good. Now I'm going to turn sideways just so you can see. You are going to interlace your fingers and you're going to reach your arms up. Also all the way up to the ceiling. And I want you to try and get your elbows as close to the side of your head as possible. And then you're just going to bend. And as you bend, try and keep your elbows, can you see, close to your head. Down. So this is just stretching out your triceps and then back up. Again, elbows stay close to the head as you bend and reach back up. Two more. Bend and up and bend and up. Well done. Bring those hands down, interlace the fingers behind you this time, stretching out the front of the shoulders. So you're going to think of reaching back, lifting the arms slightly and feeling that lovely stretch across the front of the shoulders. So we get really tight in the front of the body. And of course, the more tight you get in the front, the more likely you are to round forward and weaken that upper back. All right. Let's release. All right, let's interlace them at the front now. Soft bend of the knees. We're going to do a little tuck under with the pelvis, so drawing the abdominals in and reaching forward. Now, we're not trying to stretch the back. We're trying to stretch here in that mid back area, lower back area. All right, so really tucking that pelvis under. Good. And come up. Take the hands behind you. Once more, let's stretch out. Standing tall. And then bend the knees. Interlace the fingers at the front. Tuck under with the pelvis, so pulling those abdominals in. And really try and find that stretch in your lower back. Lovely stuff. All right, so Let's do a little bit of work in the shoulder now. We're going to start one arm at a time, then we're going to combine. So we're going to bring this arm forward, and then you're going to bend it at the elbow and draw it back. All right, so you're going as far back as you can without this happening. So you want to feel the stretch here. All right, and then you're going to reach it forward. So you're going to draw it back and reach it forward. Draw it back and forward. And I'm going to encourage you to take it as far back as you can. Good. Let's bring that arm down, other side. So we're going to lift up. So we've got that nice alignment with the shoulder, and then keeping the elbow high, come back and forward. Come back and forward. Back and forward. Back and forward. One more. Back and forward. Now we're going to do that together. So you're going to bring both arms up. Draw both of them back. But this time we're going to rotate. Now as we rotate those arms, we're keeping those elbows where they are. So we don't want to drop down. We want to keep them where they are. Forward and reach. Sorry if you can hear any clicking. That's my shoulder clicking. So we're going to come back, rotate, go far back as you can. Now I want you to remember this movement because we are going to do something similar when we're down on the mat. Good. Back and forward. Last one. Back and forward and come down. Wonderful. Come to the end of your mat. Let's get ourselves down on the mat. So tummies in. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out, chin to the chest, softening the knees, tucking the pelvis under. So we're getting that stretch in the mid-back, and bring yourself down to the floor. Now we're walking our hands forward, all the way forward. We're going to bring our knees down, okay? And then from here, we're going to bring our whole body down onto the mat. We're going to do this first because I want you to remember the position. I'm just moving slightly so I don't wake up the dog. Okay, so here we are. We're going to find that position that we had. So those right angles, yes? It's like you've got it's like a goalpost position. All right. So we've got our feet slightly apart, and we're going to tuck the chin slightly. And then from there, you can have your head just floating above the floor. You're going to just lift the arms up at that angle. Lift them up, little squeeze of the shoulder blades, and bring them down. You're going to lift them up and bring them down. Lift them up and bring them down. And lift them up and bring them down. Now bring your hands in and come up onto your elbows. So we're going to do a little bit of work for what we sometimes call the upper core, which is the upper quadrant of the body. Okay, so elbows are under shoulders, tummies are drawn in, your head is going to just come down. So the first thing we're going to do is take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, pull the tummy muscles in, push into the elbows, and feel how your chest moves away from the floor. Okay, now you're going to hold that position, and it sounds easy, but when you do it, you'll feel it isn't. You're going to start to elongate through the cervical spine, so from your neck. So your eye line is going to go from looking down to looking towards the end of your mat. So you'll feel your neck moving. That's it. And you're going to try and really lift away without your elbows coming off the mat. And then you're going to bring everything back down. So let everything collapse down. So now you're going to push into your elbows till your chest is away from the floor. Take a breath in, breathe out, draw the tummy muscles in and push further, drawing your shoulders down and then allowing the neck to uncurl. Good. And one more time. Everything's coming down. Push into the elbows. Push a little further, pull the tummy muscles in, and then allow that neck to uncurl. Good. And come all the way down. Bring yourself up to your kneeling position. Let's get things moving a little now. So you're going to take your outside arm out to the side, and then you're going to bring it under, threading the needle. Bring it under, and we're trying to rotate that body. So we're getting that lovely movement in the mid-back. And then you're going to bring it through. Take the hand up and open into that little stretch there. Bring the hand down, going on to the other side. One arm out, threading it through. That's it, good. And then bring it back and open and come back down. Okay, so now we're going to come back onto our elbows. And this is to build shoulder strength. Okay, it's a lot easier with the using the elbows. So we want the elbows under the shoulders, tummy muscles in. You're going to reach your right leg back, drawing the tummy muscles in, reach your left leg back, and then bring the right knee in and the left knee in. So we're going to inhale right leg, exhale left leg, inhale right, exhale left. Again, right, left, right, and left. One more, right, left, right, and left. Well done. Come on up, and let's come and lie down. Now you might think you can't work the back here, but you will be, I promise you. So you're going to come all the way down, knees bent, feet hip width apart. And we're going to go straight into our bridge. So we're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to breathe out, tilting the pelvis and peeling the spine up off the floor. Staying there, you're going to inhale, reaching your arms overhead. Exhale, bring them back. Take a deep breath in and exhale, slowly come down through your spine. Let's do that again. Deep breath in, exhaling to tilt and peeling up. Arms go over, arms come back. Deep breath in and exhale. Slowly come back down. Let's do that again. Two more. Deep breath in, exhaling to tilt and lifting up. Arms go over, arms come back. Deep breath in and exhale. Slowly coming down. And last one. Deep breath in, exhale to tilt. Lifting up, arms go over, arms come back. Deep breath in and exhale, coming all the way down. Now we're going to lift the arms up, a little bit of work for the lats. So you're going to turn your palms in. Simple movement, but we're going to really work on function. So you're going to inhale, reaching up. Exhale, think of drawing down from underneath the arms. You're strengthening here. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, drawing down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, drawing down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. One more. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Now turn your palms away from you. We're going to do the same exercise we did standing, but on the floor. And this is great because you get feedback on the position. So you're going to inhale, bending the elbows, taking them out to the side. So we've got this goalpost position. Elbows are on the floor. You've got to be careful you don't pop those ribs. So bring those ribs down and then rotate those hands back. And we're trying to keep alignment here in the wrists. So don't let the wrists or the hands do that. You're rotating back with the aim of reaching towards the floor. And you're going to rotate forward and lift up. So we're going to draw down, rotate back, rotate forward and lift up. We're going to draw down, rotate back, rotate forward and lift up. One more time, back, rotate, rotate forward and up. Now you're going to come all the way down. We're going to rotate back and we're going to try and leave those hands where they are. Now if that's too much on your shoulders, you can bring your elbows down a little. Okay, but we're trying to really open out the front of the body. And then from there, we're going to pick our feet up one at a time into our tabletop position. And we're going to do our lying spine twist. So draw your abdominals in. Think of flattening your waistband on the floor. And then you're going to inhale, keeping the upper body where it is. Don't let it lift up. Exhale to come back. So if it's a smaller movement, but we are really opening up the front of the body. We are strengthening the spine. We are working the muscles on the side of the waist, both sides. And up. Inhale over. Exhale up. Inhale over and up. Inhale over and up. Now go over to your right. Pop your feet down on the floor and then gently ease those knees over to wherever you can get to feel that stretch. Now I won't need to tell you where you're feeling it because you will be feeling it everywhere. All right, we're still trying to keep this opposite side of the body down. And take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring those legs back up. Going the other way. So knees go over first. Pop the toes down onto the floor. And then you're going to try and rotate that body, getting that extra stretch through the front of the shoulders. Good. Take a deep breath in, exhale to come up. Well done. And then from there, going to leave those legs there and you're going to bring your hands to the top of your knees. We're going to do some abdominal work, but working the shoulders. You're going to keep your head down, so there's going to be no strain in the neck. All right, but you are going to feel it here. So you're going to breathe in and reach arms and legs in opposite directions. Breathe out, you're going to circle the arms and pull the knees back in. So we're going to inhale, reach away, and exhale, coming back. Inhale, reach away, and exhale, back. Inhale, away, and exhale, back. Inhale away. Now the lower the legs go, the harder it becomes. Just don't let your back arch. And back. This is the last one. Reach away and come back. And then just hug those knees into the chest. Circle them out to the side and back. In, out and back. In, out and back. In, out and back, and one more, in, out and back. Well done. Now you're going to reach your left leg along the floor, reach your right leg up, okay, and you're going to hold on to this leg underneath the knee, okay, let the foot drop down. You're going to lift your head, all right, and then you're going to press your thigh away from you so you can kind of lever your body up. All right, keep those elbows up because we're working our shoulders and our arms. Extend the leg up for 1 and down, 2 and down, 3 and down. Take a deep breath in, exhale, coming all the way down. Hug the knee into the chest and then switch legs. Hand underneath. So same thing, we're going to lift the foot a little bit, we're going to lift the head, and then we're going to use that thigh to bring us up. So you've got to brace against it with your arms. So you are using your arms and shoulders. Coming up, good. Lift up for 1, so a little stretch, and 2, and 3. Deep breath in, and then exhale, coming all the way back down. Hug the knee in, hug both knees in. Well done, and then come onto your side. So we're going to be on the elbows. So we shall do the side bend. Side bend on the elbows, really good for building that shoulder strength. Okay, so you can have the knees completely bent or you can have them straight, which is a lot harder, but I really recommend it for building strength through the side. So we're working all this area here. So hand will start here. You're going to breathe in and push into this elbow to lift yourself up, lift that arm up and take it over, just so it's framing your face. Then you're going to come back and down. We're going to inhale, lift, exhale over, inhale back and down. Inhale, lift, exhale over, inhale up and down. Inhale, lift, exhale over, inhale up and down. Well done. Come on up. Let's go straight onto the other side. Okay, so top leg crosses over the bottom leg. Make sure you are completely on your side. Elbow underneath that shoulder, reach the arm out. Here we go. Press into the elbow, lift, and over, and up, and lower down. Inhale, lift, and over, and up, and lower down. Lift, and over, and up, and lower down. One more, lift, and over, and up, and lower down. Coming onto your front, we're going to come back up into our kneeling position. A couple of choices here. We're going to do a little bit of press up work. So you can keep those knees under your shoulders if you need that assistance. If you're happy to challenge yourself a little further or you feel you can, you're just going to take those knees back and bring yourself into that modified plank position. Okay, so before we even begin, let's set the shoulders because it's very easy to be kind of here. So think of drawing the shoulders down, tummy muscles in and trying to open across the collarbones. So you'll really feel that difference, that you're opening at the front and slightly closing across the back. And then we're going to inhale, lower as far as you can. Exhale, press up. Inhale, lower, press up. Lower, press up. Lower, press up. One more, lower and press up. Now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to take those hands wider. So you're going to feel this more across the chest. Okay, but I want you to apply that same technique. So take the hands wide, take your body forward and open across the collarbones. Draw your tummy muscles in, lift your eye line. So don't think about your head heading to the floor. Think about your chest going down towards the floor and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. One more time, down and up. Just sitting back for a moment. Well done. Good. And now you're going to come back forward onto your front, separate your feet, and then we're going to come back into those goalpost arms that we had before. So earlier we were doing the lifting. What I want you to do now is to lift and squeeze, release, and come down. So eye line is down. You can close your eyes if you need to. Lift and squeeze and out and down. Lift and squeeze and out and down. Lift and squeeze and out and down. Now I want you to lift so the hands are off the floor. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, I want you to do a little squeeze and a lift. So now we're working all those back muscles. Release and come back down. Lift, squeeze, deep breath in, exhale, try and lift the chest away from the floor. And everything comes back down. 2 to go. Lift, squeeze, raise yourself up if you can. And back down. And one more. Lift and squeeze. And lifting up. And all the way back down. Well done. From here, we're going to have our hands a little wide, so around the edges of your mat. Going to try and get into a full back extension. So you're going to take a deep breath in, and then you're going to exhale, drawing the tummy muscles in, coming up onto the bottom of your ribs. So draw the shoulders down. Try not to have your eye line too far forward. It should be just looking towards the end of your mat. Now push into your hands, breathing in to take you as far as your back is happy to go. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, coming all the way down. So you're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, we're going to lift up onto our ribs. Inhale to take you up further, as far as your body wants to go. Take a deep breath in and then exhale, coming down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lifting up. So we're trying to keep our shoulders down the whole time. Inhale the rest of the way. Good. And back down. Last one. Deep breath in to prepare. Breathing out to lift. And then inhaling, all the way up. Good. And coming all the way back down. Wonderful. Bring those feet towards each other, hands under your shoulders. Push yourself up. Let's do our little cat stretch here. So you're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to breathe out, draw the abdominals in, tucking under. So again, we're releasing here. It's less about the upper back. And take it back. Exhale, tucking under. And take it back. One more, tucking under. And back. Now let's reach the right foot back, the left foot back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to push up. So using that shoulder strength to get you up. Reaching back, deep shoulder stretch. Let's lower those heels if you can. A little more, so you're getting that stretch through the base of the legs. Good, then we're going to walk our feet towards the center, walk our hands back towards our feet, bend the knees, take a deep breath in, slowly coming all the way up, and then we're going to have a little bend of the knees and a little tip forward. And we're going to reach right arm up, left arm back. You're almost finished. All right, so we're going to do soft knee bends like so, and as we do, we're going to switch the arms. So we're going to switch and switch and switch and switch and switch and switch and switch. Good. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring both arms up in the air, reach them out to the side, rolling down, deep breath in, exhale, chin to the chest, rolling down, letting everything relax now. Good. Now reach both arms out to the side and try and bring yourself into a back extension. So that's a flat back, like a tabletop. Good. From there, bring your arms overhead. And then try and bring your body all the way up. And take those arms out to the side. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out into the chest. Rolling down, so tucking under, rolling down. And then reaching the arms out to the side in line with the shoulders. Bringing your back up to a flat back position. Bring your arms overhead. And then all the way up. 1 more and then you're finished. Deep breath in. Exhale, chin to the chest. Rolling down. Reach those arms out to the side. Extend your back, so nice long back, like a table. Bring those hands overhead. Come all the way up. And bring those arms down by your side. Let's roll those shoulders back for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And there you are. That is your session for today, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. That was Pilates for the upper back, arms, shoulders, and great posture. It's the kind of thing that I find myself, I wouldn't say I particularly enjoy doing it, but I know it's so good for me. So I always make sure I do at least 2 of these styles of sessions per week to keep the upper back nice and strong. Yeah, so we release the neck, we work the shoulders, we strengthen the mid back, we also worked all around here. So I really hope you enjoyed it. Do press the like button, do let me know. Do also subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you again soon. So take care and bye for now. Well done, everyone. That is your session done. This is a live class, so I am still here. Boo is Boo. She's just lying down sleeping. So let me know how that was for you today. And yeah, give me some feedback. It's always good to hear from you. This is the perfect time for you to talk to me about any questions, or let me know if you've sent me an email and I've not replied yet, because I'm getting so many communications. I am getting a little behind, but please don't ever think I'm ignoring you. I'm not. I do actually have labels on everything in my email or on YouTube about things that I haven't answered. So I just try to allocate, an hour a day to answering questions, and then the rest of the time obviously I have to get on with creating all these sessions for you. Just to remind you as well that this is now May week 3, so there is a new playlist, and today was the first exercise session of the week. So if you want to check that out, I've just added it in today to the front page of my YouTube channel. So if you look for May playlist, you'll see weeks 1, 2, and now 3. I'll have a new video out for you on Wednesday. You won't see that yet, but it will be live from 7:30 a.m. UK time. And of course, I'll have a new live for you on Friday as well. Okay, so let's get straight to the chat. And the weather's really strange today. It's in and out all the time. So I hope the lighting was okay for you. I wanted to say good morning to Carla La Bombard. Hi, Carla. First on the chat today, Carla. Well done. And Carla says, good morning, happy Monday. The sun is shining and it's a beautiful day. Grateful and blessed to start the day with Rachel Cohen, Boo, and our Rachelettes, because that's what you all are now, apparently. You're all called Rachelettes. Looking forward to the class. Thank you. Let me know how it was for you, Carla. June Kowals that says, good morning, Rachel, Cohen and Rachelettes. Won't be joining. It's holiday here, Victoria Day, at my daughter's helping with gardening. Well, that sounds delightful, doesn't it? Lovely to see you both. Hello to Jocelyn. Good morning, Jocelyn, who's over in Texas. Lovely to see you. And yes, happy Victoria Day to you. What's Victoria Day? I don't know. Sorry, I'm a Brit. But it sounds very important, so please do share if you're still online. Angie Sharp, hello to you, Angie. Lovely to see you today. Hello to Alison Piercy, who says, hi everyone, I don't usually make it to the live sessions being too disorganized, but you're here, Alison, so well done. I hope you enjoyed the class today. Hello to Kim B. Good morning to you, Kim. Lovely to see you. Kim's in Washington. Hello to Yvonne Woodhouse, who says, looking forward to class in sunny Portugal. The girl with the Pilates mat goes with me wherever I am in the world. Just love these classes. Thank you. Well, thank you, Yvonne. How lovely. You've taken me on holiday. Wonderful stuff. Leotie Bennett says, hello, excited to be here, really need help with posture. Yeah, so a little bit on posture for everybody. Those movements we were doing today were very much focused on what we call the upper core. I don't know if this is everyone that does this, but the organisation I trained with, they run a course on the upper core. And it's basically all about what they call this upper core is your neck, your arms, your shoulders, the upper part of your spine, the chest area, and of course, you know, the core muscles that go around the body. And it's about resetting. And a lot of us, me included, I'm as guilty of this as anybody else. Our posture with technology has kind of brought us to a point we are sort of rounded forward with the head jutting out. So a lot of the work we did today, you may have found a little bit uncomfortable. You might have felt an awareness of any tightness in the body. When we're doing all those movements, we were taking the arms back and rotating, for example. All of that is about releasing and stretching all across the front here of the chest. And then a lot of the things we were doing where we were squeezing the shoulder blades together, doing those back extensions, that was about strengthening those upper back muscles. And it's the combination of those two things that will see your posture improve. So remember that. You have to do both of them for it to really make a difference. Now, if you are someone that struggles with posture or you just want to work on your posture, then please come back and do this one again. It's a really good one to do as part of your week. I think sometimes it's nice to, this is what I do for myself, is to kind of think about what's working for me and maybe what's not working for me at the moment in terms of how I feel, my mobility, if I have any stiffness or aches and pains in my body. And then I kind of prescribe myself what I'm going to do that week, or even sometimes on the day itself. So that's what I do in my own practice. So say tomorrow, Tuesday, I don't have anything set in stone in terms of classes. So I'll often come and give myself a workout in here on my own. And I'll think, oh, what do I need this morning? If I'm feeling stiff, I might do more stretches. If I'm feeling like I'm a little bit rounded, I'll do exercises like we did today. And I think it's really good to have that mix. If you do the same exercises over and over and over, you will learn a lot about your body, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I also believe that you need that variety, because your body does need to be reminded sometimes. It's very easy to get into a set pattern. Like I know people that I've spoken to who, I call them gym bunnies, they go to the gym, they like the gym. And they like weight training. They're strong and they're doing great, but they're doing the same exercises sometimes over and over. And you've got to mix and match, because you don't want to just be strong or just be flexible or just have great posture. You want your body to be able to move through all those planes of motion, range of motion. You want to be able to stretch and pick things up off the top shelf, lean down, pick things up off the floor. all that kind of stuff. So it really is getting that variety in, but also building an awareness of your own body, what's feeling right and what's feeling not so good at the moment, and then really thinking, right, I'm going to do something about that. So today I know I have a lot of people write to me about problems with their shoulders, problems with their upper back, and wanting good posture. Shoulders become a problem, particularly I have seen for women who are older. And that's because we just don't use our arms and shoulders as much. We're not prone to being stronger there. We tend to be stronger in our lower body, and that's physiology. That's the way we're made. So we do have to work on that a little bit more, because there will be a tendency, and it is quite common for women to get things like frozen shoulder, that type of thing. So you just have to kind of keep an awareness of that, really. So anyway, that was a very long explanation, but yes, do make sure you do this. I always say, if I do a workout and I find I don't really enjoy it, but I feel better after, I make a mental note and think, okay, I didn't really enjoy that, but I know that was good for me, so I will make sure I do that again. So just to say. Anyway, who else have we got? We have Martin de Koppel. Hello, Martin. We have Sue de Pinto. Lovely to see you, Sue. We have, oh, happy Victoria Day to June from Sue. We have Charlie Lawyer. Hello to you. Charlie wants to know, great movements. Will this session be available for further reference? Thank you. Hi, Charlie. Absolutely. This is a live, but it goes straight onto the channel. So you can even play it back now and see the whole thing from the beginning. And I think a lot of people get confused, don't they, with the lives and the video. But live means I am teaching you live, but it uploads to the channel as a recording. So essentially you can watch me live and do it with me live at this time every week, or if you can't make the time, you will just go to latest live and you will see it on the channel. So yes, Charlie, you can bookmark this, you can put it in your favorites, you can create your own playlist, you can do it over and over again. So I hope that helps. Marina Clarick, hello Marina, who says hello to my lovely Pilates friends from a hot and steamy Alabama. I'll do this one this evening when I get home from work. Happy Victoria Day to our Canadian friends. Well, how lovely. That is from Marina in Alabama to everyone in Canada. Happy Victoria Day, and from me too. Lovely to see you, Marina. We have Regina. Hello, Regina. Regina says, I'm back after serious back issues, starting off as a beginner. That is the best place for you to start, Regina. Welcome back. Let me know how it was for you. I don't know what your back issues were. If you want to share them, you can, and I can help. If not, that's absolutely fine as well. Hope the session worked well for you today. And thank you very much, Regina, for your very kind donation. That's really nice of you. I much appreciate it, because I really need the donations to keep the channel going. Hello to the gorgeous Linda Verney Thompson. Hello, Linda. How are you today? Lovely to see you. Thank you very much indeed for your very generous donation as well. Much appreciated. Hello to Olga Muller, who says, I didn't look forward to this, but I had a smashing time. Thank you. There you go, everybody. That is exactly what I was talking about. You might be something you think, oh, it's not for me, but look at Olga, how good she feels after. So I'm really glad that you committed to it, Olga. Well done, you. Very proud of you. That's excellent. Kim V. Sorry, my chat has just jumped up. Kim B says, wonderful for the neck and upper back, really helpful for my chronic tight neck. Keeping the shoulder down on the spinal twist is tricky, but good. Yes, so today we didn't do loads with the neck, but I was working a lot, although we did those gentle stretches, didn't we, at the beginning, I was working a lot at mobility between the base of the neck and the base of the rib cage. So that was the main focus of our spinal work today. And the reason is that when that area of the body gets very stiff, it will often go into your neck and you will feel problems in your neck, tightness in the neck muscles, stiffness when you're trying to move your neck around, get headaches, that kind of stuff. So that was what today was all about. So I'm really glad that it helped you, Kim. Thank you for sharing. Jocelyn, you're very welcome. Jocelyn says, fabulous as always, Rachel. Thanks for all you do. You're very welcome, Jocelyn. Thank you very much for being here today. Sherry Hempstead, hi Sherry. Sherry says, that workout felt really good as I was doing it. I felt my muscles saying, yeah, great. I'm really glad to hear that, Sherry. And you're a new name, so I think you might be new to the channel, or maybe I haven't seen you on the chat before, but thank you very much for sharing that. And I'm so glad that feels good for you. I know for me, I always feel better when I attend to the upper back, arms and shoulders. And again, it's not my favorite either, but every time I do it, I just, yes, I should be doing this more because it does feel great afterwards. So thank you, Sherry. Lynn Peoples, thank you very much, Lynn, for your donation. Lovely to see you today. And kisses right back at you. I love your emoji there, very sweet. And that was your fifth super on the live stream, so thank you for that, Lynn. Leotie Bennett says, thank you, Rachel. My upper back and shoulders really need strengthening and this routine was great. Do you have any suggestions for stretching tight hamstrings? I know I have a weak lower back. Okay, so yes, tight hamstrings. I've got a really simple one, Leotie. It's a very old one as well. It's when I had blonde hair and I was living in London, but I think it's called leg stretch. I've got bright pink, shiny, like 80s disco leggings on, I'm pretty sure, in that one. And that's a really simple hamstring stretch. So have a look for that. If you don't find it, send me a message and I'll send you a link. I'm not sure if Kerwin's online. If he's online, he might better find it, but I'm not sure if he's there at the moment. But it's called leg stretch, I believe. And it's one of my oldest videos, but it's so good. It just does exactly what you want. It just stretches the hamstrings. So do check that out. Eleanor Kerr says, great class. The goalpost arms are always a challenge for me. However, I tried my best. Victoria Day here in Canada. I can see it's a big day in Canada for everyone. What do you do on Victoria Day? Do you do some kind of celebration or is it just a day off work? I'd love to know. So if anybody's there, do share. Anne Papa says, I was out last Friday, so I missed that live. So this was a nice, gentle catch-up class. Thank you. We had some much needed rain today with more tomorrow, but by Thursday, there's going to be a high of 20 degrees centigrade. So Anne, everyone is in South Africa. So thank you for sharing. Anne, I'm glad you got some rain. We really need it over here as well. Martin de Kerpel says, that was great, loved it. I felt my pelvic floor, but it was all right. I find the push-ups with the hands on the outside of my mat easier to go down to my nose. I can do a full cobra on the toes. Well, that's wonderful, Martine. Well done indeed. Hello to the lovely Tracy Workman. Hello, Tracy. Tracy says, hello all, felt really great. When I do the full back extension, I get tingles down my glutes into the back of my thighs, more on the left. I assume that's a good thing. Gets less though. Well, that's an interesting, that's an interesting question, Tracy. Tingles when you do back extension can be, there's a few things it can be, but I guess all I want to know is, does it feel okay? Is there any pain with that? Or is it pain-free? It's just an unusual feeling. Because there might be a couple of tweaks we might need to make there. There's a couple of conditions that you have to be careful with back extension, but it doesn't sound like that to you, Tracy. It sounds like you're just getting that full kind of feel of movement there. So just let me know. As long as there's no pain, then that's fine. It should be absolutely fine. But of course, if there's pain associated with it, or if you feel different tomorrow, Tracy, then do let me know, okay? Yvonne Woodhouse says, great workout. My back has been so stiff recently. That has really helped. I'm really glad to hear that, Yvonne. Thank you for sharing. Sue Wood says, great session, thank you. I found it so difficult to rotate my arms back to the floor in the goalpost position when I'm laying down. So I definitely need to repeat this one regularly. It is a very difficult exercise, Sue, so don't be hard on yourself. That kind of movement there, particularly when you're on the floor, I think is a good way to do it. You also know, you've probably also seen, I have my one of my wall Pilates videos where I do the goalpost up against the wall. Having the wall or the floor is a very good feedback for you, because you can then kind of present your whole body in the right way. And I'm going to show you what I mean. The difference is, and this is something that I do, so if I go sideways, what I'll often do is, if I'm doing the goalpost, I'll get to here, and as I rotate, I'll kind of go like this. Can you see I've kind of gone forward with my chest, and all of this is sort of arching. Now when you do that on the floor, you can't do that, so you'll find that your movement is less. You might find you can't get further than here, you can't get back here, but you are moving correctly. All right, your body's not compensating. So it's really good to just keep working on those. It's one of those things, as I always say with the stretches, Sue, is you just keep working on it, but be gentle with yourself, but put it as one of those things, right, that's something I need to do, and keep working on that. Very simple, you can do it standing against the wall, which I've got in my forward head posture video. So that's feet away from the wall. And then you set your back against the wall, you set the back of the head against the wall, and then you try and do it that way. So you can do it opening out this way, or you can do it drawing back and then trying to rotate so you get those hands back on the wall. So that's another way you can do it if you don't want to get down on the floor, but you just want to kind of work on that on a daily basis. Alison Piercy says, yes, that was great in the shoulders, thanks. Can I just make a wee plea for people like myself whose vision isn't so good? Could you make it clear in positions where their, e.g. heels are up or down, etc.? Absolutely, Alison. I'm sorry if you didn't have clarity today. I've made a mental note of that, and I will certainly make sure that I remember that in future. So thank you very much for sharing your feedback, Alison. Diane Messler says, love today's live class. I wish I could do both live classes weekly, but living in Minnesota, only one is possible for me. Well, yeah, they are quite early, the Friday one, isn't it, Diane? But not to worry, at least we are together live once a week. Carla Love Bombard says, it was wonderful, feel better and stretch, ready to do more gardening. Great for my sternum. Yes, it is very good for that. Carla, very good for anything related to the ribs, and I know that is something for you. Some bunnies in my garden have made a nest in my mints. Oh, I didn't know bunnies liked mint, but that's good to know. I love your little emoji, Carla, that's very cute. I've got strawberries in my garden, and I've made the mistake of leaving them down on the floor. They're kind of in the south. I've got a north-facing garden. So I put the strawberries that I've been growing right at the back of the garden where the sun kind of gets to all day, and they've got really round, but I've noticed that someone's been nibbling on them, and I think it's probably a fox or a badger, I'm not sure. But we'll see if we can find out. Martine says, I could pull in more on my abdominals on my bike and in the standing roll down. I lost 1.3 kilos in 2 months due to the weekly cardio. That is brilliant. Well done, Martine. Sue Wood says, donation made on Ko-fi. Thank you very much indeed, Sue, to everyone. I know I say this every week, but those donations really do make a difference. So you can donate directly on here by pressing the $sign at the bottom or the super sticker at the bottom. That's the smiley face. Or you could also join my Ko-fi page, which is nothing to do with YouTube. It's a separate page where you can make monthly donations or one-off donations as well. So, and on there I do a post once a week and I try and include something that I'm not putting anywhere else. It could be personal information, it could be tips, tricks, all that kind of stuff. So yes, come and see me on Ko-fi if you can. Tracy Waltman says, 40 years ago in my 20s, I lifted weights without instruction. I added weight and got bigger. I wanted firmness and strength. Finally, I was directed to stay one weight and just increase the reps. Simple. Well, there you go. Fabulous, Tracy. I'm really glad you are enjoying that. Are you still doing that? Are you still doing your weights? Because we do weights in our weekly sessions as well sometimes, so do check those out if you enjoy working with weights. Teresa Williams says, lovely stretching session after a day spent invigilating exams is just what I needed. Oh, that sounds like hard work, Teresa, but I'm really glad you enjoyed our session today. Thank you for sharing. Marina Clarick says, I constantly remind myself when I'm sitting at a computer at work to sit up properly, even when I'm walking. It is hard, isn't it? Because I'm doing that as well. I find myself like this on the computer, and then I suddenly think, oh, what am I doing? I need to sit up straight. And there we go. Thanks to working with you, Marina says, for the past 5 years, I have stronger core muscles, which really helps with posture. Indeed, it does. Leotie, who's been nibbling on my strawberries. Yes, indeed. Who knows? Who knows? Could be bunnies, could be foxes, could be, depends where you live. Tracy Waltman says, I wouldn't say I feel pain with the back extension, but I just reduce the movement a little until I can go the whole way. Also, I strive to get my shoulders to look like yours, Rachel. That sounds like a really good idea, what you're doing, Tracy. Yeah, you don't want to kind of force anything. I mean, now as a 61-year-old myself, I don't go straight up into a full back extension because I know I've just got to give my body time to adjust going into that direction. So it's good to really listen to your body, just like Tracy is, everyone. I know you're all really good at doing that, so well done, all of you. But that's it for today. It's, yes, time is up. So thank you very much for joining me. Remember, there is a playlist out, so it's week 3, May week 3. There'll be a video for you tomorrow. There's a new video out on Wednesday. And of course, I'll be live again on Friday, and that live will upload to the channel immediately. So if you can't be with me live, you can watch it 2 minutes later, an hour later, 24 hours later, 3 months later. All my lives stay on the channel forever. So if you ever want to go back and think, oh, I did a great workout in whatever year it was, you'll be able to find it. I've never taken anything down off the channel. It's all there. I just try and move things around so it becomes simpler for you all to navigate, all right? So have a lovely week. I will see you again live on Friday. And until then, look after yourselves, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.